What you're about to hear is a piece from the Penn Museum curator of Loa Traxler discussing Copan, the Mayan city, ancient Mayan city, and the detailed aqueduct system that they have is one of the most complex systems in the world. The city of Copan is located between Honduras and Guatemala. It is also the place of Temple 11, also known as the Temple of the Howling Monkey. Guata or Guato in Maya actually means howling monkey. We'll talk a little bit about that on another piece. But what I find very interesting is this same museum, Penn Museum, from the University of Pennsylvania, is the same museum that holds all of the ancient records and several of the artifacts regarding the pyramids in Egypt. The same museum to which Dr. Mayat, a former member of the Amun-Ra squad, brought up in one of her lectures several years ago when she stopped short in mentioning the names of the people, the tribes, the clans that built the pyramids when they wrote their name in red ochre. She called them gangs. She never gave you the names of the tribes. I am going to discuss why I've been holding on to this information for a while now, a long time. She did not tell you the names because the names would lead you back here to the Americas. But let's get into this short clip of Mrs. Loa Traxler when she's going into a brief synopsis of Copan and their complex and mesmerizing aqueduct system. Stay tuned.
History at the site of Copan is a long history, and happily the Penn Museum has been able to contribute to that archaeological legacy. One aspect of the archaeological research that the Penn Museum has carried out in Copan involves investigations that were carried out through tunnel excavation. Penn Museum was one of a large set of participants in a research project that focused on the Acropolis of the classic period site of Copan. And our particular project was able to investigate the architectural evolution of the Copan Acropolis by means of excavating tunnels and pursuing the architectural evolution of that central location, with the fortunate ability to begin tunnel excavation from a very expansive erosion cut made by the Copan River that in many, many years prior to modern day, the Copan River eroded the eastern part of the Acropolis, exposing its architectural history and its stratigraphy that had been created over almost 400 years of building activity in ancient times. So the Penn Museum project was able to, very much like precise arthroscopic surgery, the Penn Museum project was able to penetrate the Acropolis at multiple levels of its stratigraphic history. And by excavating through tunnel archaeology, we were able to trace out the architecture in courtyard groups and palace complexes at all the different levels of the archaeological stratigraphy of the Copan Acropolis. So by means of tunnel excavation, we were able to actually trace out the architectural evolution of this central place. And in fact, being able to sample the royal architecture that was created by a succession of kings that reigned throughout the Copan dynasty.